So Tommy, back in action on Saturday for the first time in 26 days since that win over Gateshead, and the first time in 2021. How frustrating has the past few weeks been, obviously with the amount of postponements we've had?
Very frustrating. Like you say, we had a good result at Gateshead. We want to continue, the form that we're on. And obviously for the games to be cancelled, obviously through COVID and also because of the snow, was a big disappointment. And
how have you kind of been keeping yourself active over the past few weeks with no games? Obviously the lads have been training, but in terms of the day-to-day, kind of, I know you're here at the ground, it's a full-time position. Day-to-day, how you keep yourself busy?
Yeah, just keeping myself sort of active and looking at things, things we can improve on, watching videos, watching clips of opposition teams, and just generally keep myself busy that way. The lads have trained well, on the Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturday. There was a time where they couldn't get in for training because of some COVID incidents. So they were set running to do at home, individual running, which they adhered to. They've just keeping themselves ready, really, for the games coming up.
And I mentioned the Gateshead game, obviously it feels like a lifetime ago. It was in fact last year, but is there a little bit of a worry that we haven't played for that long and we had a bit of momentum from that result? Is it a little bit of a worry naturally that might have stalled?
It does enter your head because obviously I haven't played football for a long time, so you don't know how the lads are going to be. Like I said, we've trained as best as we can, and the lads have looked after themselves, and we're just desperate to play a game of football, and hopefully Saturday, we go to Curzon, we put in a performance, and hopefully come away with points.
And obviously you're in touch with the lads at training, but do you keep in contact with them, obviously away from training as well, just to kind of keep in touch and keep updated with what's going on?
I do, I speak to them regularly to keep them informed of certain situations, and then obviously I see them at training, and if there's anything to add, I'll tell them, it's best they know, that they should be known of what's going on, and like I said, I do keep them in the picture.
And you took the interim role at the York game, it's over a month now. I know obviously there hasn't been that many games, but what have you learned being the manager of this football club since you kind of took charge, and how did that differ from your role as assistant manager?
There's a lot more responsibility. Obviously you're the main man now, you're sort of dealing with things on a daily basis. Jason used to tell me stuff what went on before, and now I'm seeing sort of the work that it involves. It is a full-time position, and you're dealing with different situations at different times, as well as obviously the planning and the preparation for games and training. But it's something I enjoy, and it's something I've always wanted to do, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity, and like I said, hopefully we can get some games played and get cracking again.
And you said the word there, enjoyment, but I was going to ask you, are you enjoying it? Obviously we haven't played any games in a few weeks, but the games we have played, I've seen your emotions have been kind of up and down. You've been kicking water bottles at times, you've been cheering at times, but have you enjoyed the experience overall so far?
I think overall I have, definitely. You go through different emotions before the game, during the game, after the game. Obviously the Gateshead game was a great result, and you enjoyed it for a little bit after, but then you're thinking about the next game and making sure everything's ready and planning and preparing. But like I said earlier, it's something I've always wanted to do, and I'm going to give it my best opportunity and give it my best shot.
And Curzon on Saturday away from home, we only played them last month at home. That was a 3-1 win. It was a really important win. What do Curzon Ashton offer? Obviously, it wasn't an easy win by any stretch of the imagination, but what are you expecting on Saturday?
A tough game. There's no easy games in this league. We've got to approach it and prepare right. They've got some good players, players who've played at a higher level. We know their strengths, we know their weaknesses. They give us a good game here at the Brewery Field beginning of December. At 2-1 it was tight, they had a goal that was disallowed, and then obviously we sealed it towards the end through Ben McKenna. So it's a game we're looking forward to, but again it's a game that'll be tough, and we've got to make sure we're all ready for the challenge ahead.
And finally, I know there's a lot going on away from the pitch at the minute. There's so much going on behind the scenes. We're all aware of that. You can't hide behind it. But in a way, are you looking forward to the whistle going on Saturday? It's 90 minutes to focus on the action on the pitch as opposed to all the talk that's going off it.
Well, that's what we're here for. We're here to play football, until we're told otherwise. We'll continue to do that, and hopefully Saturday will come along. We get out there on the pitch, we put in a positive performance, hopefully get the right result. And then we move on to the next one, and that's all we can do, plan and prepare until we're told otherwise.